everyone, my name is Carol Prentice and I'm an emotional freedom technique practitioner and trainer, and I'm here today with a bit more EFT insight in order to ensure the greatest success on your EFT journey. Today's topic is going to be what happens when you feel worse after doing EFT. Now, of course, this is very rare and it doesn't happen too often, but I have had a few clients mention that they actually feel worse, or their symptoms begin to get worse after first initially applying EFT. Sometimes it's physical symptoms, sometimes it's the emotions that actually seem to escalate or get worse, and they feel like EFT is causing that and that maybe they should stop doing EFT. Again, so if you're experiencing any other physical symptoms, of course, it's really important to stay in contact with your doctor and follow your doctor's advice as prescribed, and maybe inform your doctor if you're comfortable with that, letting him know that you're using some energy psychology techniques in conjunction with what he or she is recommending. That being said, if you feel that EFT is making the issue worse, it's really your own judgment call. I might encourage you to initially consult somebody else who is practicing EFT, or to consult an EFT therapist and see what their advice is. What's usually happening is that you're pretty close to resolving the issue. Now remember, issues have a lot of different pieces to them, like pieces of a puzzle, and a lot of different layers to them, like layers of an onion. And if you begin to start peeling back the layers, or you start to find that you're working on the puzzle and you find a piece or two of the puzzle, it might very well happen that the physical symptoms or the emotion begin to increase or get worse. And that's really an opportunity to dive deeper into the application of EFT, to find what are the rest of the pieces of the puzzle, to find what are the other layers that are beyond this. So I would personally encourage you not to give up with EFT, but rather find a way of applying it that you can find the rest of the pieces of the puzzle and not be afraid to go to the deeper layers of what the issue is truly about. So we really see it as an opportunity. We really see that the increase of the symptoms, if they do get worse after applying EFT, we see it maybe as an opportunity to really truly resolve the issue, because we know that there's something there, because the symptom began to change with the application of EFT. So we almost know that we're moving in the right direction, or that we've hit the nail on the head because something finally shifted and changed. The subconscious mind is often very resistant to giving up something that we've had for a very long time, because it almost becomes part of our identity. It's like we don't know who we would be without it. So sometimes there's a resistance to letting it go. So at that point, it's really important to ask yourself that question. What would be the benefit of holding on to this problem? What would be the downside of letting it go? Again, what would be the benefit of holding on to the problem, and what would be the downside of letting it go? And those are really hard questions to ask. You've got to be in a safe space to really look at, you know, maybe there is a benefit to holding on to this. Maybe there would be a downside of letting it go. And most people instantly respond with, no, well, there isn't one at all. There's nothing. And so it takes someone, it takes an approach, it takes an open-minded or an approach of curiosity. I wonder if, maybe, if I just threw it out there, if there was a reason that I was holding on to it, what would it be? And if the symptom could talk, what would it tell me? And those questions are going to really lead you to the path of unfolding the deeper layers, of putting all the pieces together and having that aha moment that it's really been about this the whole time, and getting to the core issue of that onion. So again, ask yourself those three questions. If the symptom could talk, what would it be? And if there's a benefit to holding on to it and onto the problem, what would it be? And if there's a downside of letting it go, what would that be? Once you can answer those questions, tap on what comes up, tap on the answer that you discover. If I let this go, then I'd really be all alone. If I let this go, then I'd really have to face this in my life, and I really don't want to do that. Okay, well, go ahead and tap on, even though I have this fear of facing it. And once you get past that fear, then the symptom falls away. So again, it's a bit of a mystery and a journey to be enjoyed, because it's a process. And as quickly as EFT works to resolve some issues, for other issues, it takes a bit more time and dedication. So I encourage you to stick with EFT if the symptoms do increase, and hopefully you'll be able to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Thank you so much. Enjoy your journey.